कुंडली भाग्य के आने वाले एपिसोड में एक बड़ा ड्रामा देखने को मिलेगा। आने वाले एपिसोड में शौर्य का सभी के प्रति रूडनेस नाटक पैदा करेगा। राजवीर शौर्य से बिजनेस सीखने के लिए कहता है, लेकिन शौर्य स्पष्ट रूप से कहता है कि सिर्फ वही मालिक है। प्रीता प्यार से शौर्य को खाना खिलाने के लिए कहती है, लेकिन शौर्य गुस्से में घर के सभी लोगों पर चिल्लाता है कि उसके लिए खाना बनाने की ज़रूरत बिल्कुल नहीं है, जिससे प्रीता चिंतित हो जाती है। इसी बीच निधि प्रीता को लूथरा हाउस से बाहर निकालने के लिए अंशुमन और वरुण के साथ नई साजिश रचती है, ताकि प्रीता को इसका एहसास भी ना हो। बने रहिए हमारे साथ जानने के लिए कि कुंडली भाग्य की आने वाली कहानी अब कौन सी मोड़ लेगी।
$1 million to buy a baby giraffe as a pet. The baby giraffe was very scared, staying in the woman's arms during the car ride. Once home, the woman immediately fed the baby giraffe, and it gradually let down its guard, allowing her to pet and even kiss it. She let it play outside, where the giraffe happily ran free. As it grew, it became very tall, and its funny way of drinking water amused everyone. However, it was often bothered by birds. Every day, a veterinarian would come to check on it, and sometimes the veterinarian would take it for walks. Even though she fed it a lot of food every day, it still ate the flowers she planted. However, the woman never blamed it. Many visitors came to see it, and the gentle giraffe would lower its head for people to pet, even sitting down to take photos with them. When it got tired from playing, it would run back inside on its own. Would you want to raise such a big buddy? A polar bear's tongue got stuck in a tin can, forcing it to seek help from the residents, who noticed that the bear's tongue was starting to turn black. Someone bravely tried to help, but it caused the bear a lot of pain. Despite multiple attempts, the tin can couldn't be removed. Realizing that the residents couldn't help, the polar bear quietly left. The residents quickly contacted a rescue station for assistance, and the rescue team soon arrived with tools. They administered a tranquilizer to the bear, and shortly after, the rescue operation began. They successfully removed the tin can that had trapped the polar bear for several days. A few months later, the rescue team returned and found the polar bear again, discovering that it had become good friends with the residents' dog. The following year, the polar bear gave birth to cubs. This made people deeply realize that the power of living in harmony with nature can create miracles. A brave goose stood in front of its companions, defending them from a dog attack. It was seriously injured and on the brink of death. Its owner quickly rushed it to the hospital for emergency care. Fortunately, the goose survived, but it could no longer stand. The owner took great care of it every day, helping it with rehabilitation exercises and administering medication. Slowly, the goose's condition began to improve. Its companions were very worried about it and even went on a hunger strike. So the owner arranged for them to meet. They constantly encouraged the injured goose. Over time, it gradually regained the ability to stand. The owner then trained it to swim, and swimming with its companions provided it with great motivation. Sometimes it practiced flying on its own. A month later, the goose fully recovered and happily lived with its companions. When danger appeared again, it bravely stood in front of them to protect them. On his way home, Lucas encountered a little fox running toward him. The fox firmly stood in front of him, unwilling to leave. So, Lucas decided to adopt the fox. As soon as they got home, the fox was attacked by the family cat, and feeling wronged, it went to Lucas to complain. He calmed it down with some food and gave it a bath after it finished eating. With the love and care from Lucas, the little fox became more confident. It took over the cat's bed, stole the cat's toys, and even started challenging the cat. Lucas suddenly realized that the fox wanted to drive the cats away to be his only pet. Reluctantly, Lucas released the fox back into the wild. But the fox wasn't willing to give up and kept following him. In the end, Lucas decided to place the fox at a friend's house. To Lucas's surprise, the next day, the fox sneaked back into his yard. Feeling guilty, Lucas took the fox back into his home again. But now, how would he handle the tense relationship between the fox and the cats?